Hola amigos and welcome to episode 42 of La Resurreccion. It's been a little while since I've been with you. I went away on holiday and I come back straight into a load of shifts at work. So just been really busy. So today is the first time I've had a chance to actually sit down and record anything. And it's probably a good time to do so. The start of the new season is here. And we're in the second qualifying round for the Europa League. So finishing 7th last year, we did get into Europe but still have a lot of work to do. We're playing against a Greek side called Panetolikos. I've never heard of them. They are a Greek second division side. So hopefully it should be fairly plain sailing into the third qualifying round. Plenty of friendlies as well arranged in and around this as well. We've also been invited to play in Isco's testimonial for Real Madrid, which is quite impressive actually. Didn't realise he'd been there that long, even with the added game time. So yeah, we'll have a busy pre-season, lots of preparation. It is only the 27th of July, so not too much movement in terms of players in and outs, but I will show you anyway. So a number of players released then, and one of those was Fagner. We did decide to let him go in the end, 34 now, so really getting up there in age. He has signed with FC Metz in France, which is good to see there, in League 2 as well, so a decent standard of football. Played alright for us last season, a decent amount of games, but his growing age, his declining ability meant that it was going to be hard for him to get into the side. So a good servant for us for a couple of years, but yeah, glad to see that he's got a club. In terms of other names, you might recognise a few in there. Gil was our third choice keeper last season. Who else? Andoni was in the squad a handful of times. Lolo Cabezas is what I think he might have come through in like one of our first regen days, but obviously come to nothing really. In terms of proper outs, Victor Garzon has gone, one of our highly rated left-back youngsters. He's gone to Valencia on a free transfer. His contract was up at the end of the season. I think we discussed it in an episode last season. I wasn't sure whether I was going to offer him a new contract, but by the time I'd decided, to be honest, he'd already agreed a deal with Valencia. He's gone straight into their reserves. And he may become a good player one day, but it certainly won't be for us. Another departure which is quite surprising, Alex McCarthy, only one season here. We made quite a loss on him. He's gone to Liverpool of all teams for 3.7 million. 33 years old now, was never really going to challenge Rajkovic. Played a decent amount of games for us last season in total, to be well, actually I thought he played more than that. 9 overall, 10 goals conceded, not too bad, but yeah, we've made a 3 million loss on him. But I don't really know why Liverpool were interested in him, but they were. And yeah, he's gone to them. So we're on the lookout for another keeper as it stands. In terms of ins then, we did turn Callum Elder's loan move into a permanent deal. This one only cost us about 200 grand, yeah, 210 grand. But as you can see, was superb for us last season when he came in on loan. This was a really desperate loan move. Like, he wasn't great, as we saw his coaching report was only 2-star. But he came in, he was our best left back, and he did a cracking job for us. It was only 200 grand to turn it permanently, so I've snapped at the opportunity. 28 years old, decent age for a left back, should be in his prime. We'll get a couple of 2 or 3 decent years out of him, I'd imagine. So yeah, really happy to get this guy in permanently. So you remember that right back in the last game of last episode at the end of last season? A lot of last in there. The one from Bilbao whose name that we couldn't pronounce? Yeah, I've signed him, which is always going to be helpful. So I've just taken out his last name. So Inigo, that I can actually say that, has joined the club. 30 years old. This is essentially Fagner's replacement. A few years younger. A very well-rounded individual. Decent ability going forward. Crossing isn't too bad. Good dribbling. Marking, tackling, a little bit to be desired. But again, it's all about his ability going forward. Still got decent enough pace and a good mental... Well, got a good head on his shoulders, let's say. Some good mental stats. So yeah, really happy to get this guy in. Robles may suffer as a result. But apart from that, that's all we've done at the moment. We signed Inigo for just over £5 million. A couple of youngsters that I talked about last season, Manoz from Sevilla and Keon, I think is one that we may not discuss. Brought in from Atletico. He's a winger. A couple of the youngsters that I brought in last season are also going to be in the squad for this season. So it'll be really interesting to see how they progress. But like I said, we are looking for another goalkeeper at the moment because other than Rajkovic, as you can see, a couple of youngsters and they're not brilliant. So yeah, just a solid backup would do. But with McCarthy, he wanted to go to Liverpool. he didn't really play much football. He's on a lot of wages, so it just kind of made sense to let him go, despite the loss on him. But in terms of the youngsters, as you can see there, yeah, Sol Montagut, again, is a centre midfield option, only 16 years old, the one we brought in from Levante last season. And Hontoria as well, I think, is one that we brought in from Sevilla, again, just another option in that attacking midfield area. So it'll be interesting to see how he does as well. Danny Pacheco may be on his way out. He wants a new challenge. I think that was the situation last season as well. He might be going out on loan to Las Palmas because no one wants to sign him permanently. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But this is the team that we're going to take on to play Panatokos. I got that horribly wrong. Panatolikos. There we go. We are going to play both legs in this game today. And this is the team to do so. So Rajkovic is going to be in goal. Has had injections to get through this game. Hopefully we'll recover in time to play the second leg as well. Inigo out at right back, Elder at left back, Sampaio and Keane in the middle, Sanchez in the middle with Andre Simoes, Kiko out on the right, Muda out on the left, Barre in at number 10, and Piatek up top. On the bench, familiar names, Robles, Ramos, Juanpi, Rolon Pacheco, and Santos as well. So, the youngsters down there's a few obviously we know about. Almeida as well, Maldonado, Levo is an attacking option as well. So, some youngsters might get a chance this season, but at the moment, it's the faithful that we are going with. Let's see how we get on. So then, the first game of this new season is underway, and we're at home in the first leg, so it's imperative we get off to a really good start, get a comfortable lead going away to Greece, and we may do so. Sanchez, Felipe Sampaio with the header into the side netting, early chance, 7 minutes gone. Hopefully this match will just be all one-way traffic, but we made a good start so far. 6 unanswered shots, about 60% possession. Kiko with the corner to whip it in. Can't beat the man at the near post, but Barre heads down, Mula, men around him, and Panatokos can get it away. I'm going to say that name wrong constantly, and I do apologise. My pronunciation is normally fairly good. Barre now, out to Callum Elder. Can he whip a ball in? He does towards the far stick. Piatek meets it, and Piatek grabs his first goal of the season. That's why we signed Callum Elder permanently. That left foot chipped in with a few assists last season, and he's done it again. And again, I've forgotten to turn on the replays. But there we go. There's something going on behind us. We've scored again. I've missed it. Michael Keane, he grabs a goal as well. Kiko, we could see with a free kick down here. I think we'll get to see this again. We do. Kiko whips the ball in. Keane just attacks it, unmarked. Finds a top corner, a beautiful header. And 2 goals in a matter of 5 minutes. And we're looking comfortable in this tie. And it reaches half-time. A really dominant display. I'm going to say, keep it going, lads. You've done very well to this point. Another couple of goals would be ideal. Let's hopefully finish off this game in style. As Inigo with the throw in a couple of minutes after half time. Sanchez's header was poor, but he manages to win it back. Barre Simoes goes out to Inigo on the right. Inside Sanchez, Barre. Lovely ball out to Inigo. He can keep it in. First time cross. Muller is there and he meets it. A lovely cross from Inigo. Under pressure to keep the ball in play, but he manages to pick out an absolute beauty in the circumstances. That ball from Barre. Lovely ball over the top. No defenders tracking Inigo's run. Muller does well to meet it. Keeper can't get there, and it is 3-0. Contribution from so many different players, and Simoes has gone off injured. Hopefully that's not too serious injury, a foot injury. Well, we can bring on Rolon to play in that position. That is not a problem. Kiko with another free kick, whips one in, headed away. Michael Keane on the edge though. He's got options, plays it to Rolon. Barre with the long shot, falls to Muller, who absolutely lashes it into the back of the net, makes it 4-0. Rather fortunate in the way the ball's fallen to him. The header away isn't the best. Keane plays it to Rolon. Barre goes to the shot, deflects into the path of Muller, who's one-on-one, and absolutely smashes it into the roof of the net. And you would think now that would see us into the third qualifying round. A couple of their players having absolute shockers. Let's try and keep players fit. Of course, it is still pre-season, so we have a responsibility to look after the players. I'm just going to bring on Juanpi for Kaidi Barre, who's had a good game today. But again, Juanpi has been struggling a little bit with injury, so to get minutes into him will be good as well. Oh, I was just about to make a change, but we've scored another goal, and I think it's the substitute. We've missed 2 goals today because of me. Juan P with the free kick has taken a deflection. It's sent the keeper the wrong way. Well, the keeper was going the right way, but the deflection has taken it away from him. And I think with that, we are going to make another substitution. Alex Muller is looking fairly tired. He's had a cracking game as well. So we can bring on Pacheco. We'll just swap these 2 roles over. And there we go. We'll go to the end of the game now. But very comfortable, very dominant display. Could be about to get even better. Well, it's about to get even worse for Panathinaikos, because they have now had a man sent off, down to 10 men. Their day has just gone from bad to worse. Inigo with the throw in, but it's gone past the allotted time. Ball goes out of play, and there it is. 5-0 the final scoreline. Absolute dressing down. Superb performance. Now we just have to go away to Greece, not do anything stupid. And yeah, hopefully we will be in the next round. So, I've just noticed the final this year is going to be at Villa Park. How big? It's only 48,000. Interesting. Right, anyway, we've got a friendly between now and the next leg, so I'll play the friendly offline and join you for that. We are on the day of the second leg, but the actual draw for the third place qualifying round is before the game. So I thought, as we're going to be in it, the likeness is we're going to be in it, I'd do the draw with you. So let's find out who we're likely going to be playing in the next round. Some interesting seedings going on. I'm just going to hit all teams. And where are we on this list? Right down the bottom it looks like. Okay, so we're going to play FC Utrecht from Holland in the Eredivisie. Michael Heffler is a player that I immediately recognise. Sint-Graven as well, formerly of Ajax. Pelle Clement, former of Reading, of course. Well, not of course, but I know him. So yeah, definitely more tough than the opposition that we have. But hopefully we can still get past them. I haven't got the Dutch league loaded, so I don't know how they've been getting on. But yeah, certainly a tough draw. We'll have to play well to get through. Sound like such a cliche manager. But there we go. So Utrecht it will be. But we are on the day, as I said, so hopefully we won't have to continue too much longer to get to the game. Right, there we go. So this is the team that's going to take on the second leg. Only one change. Obviously, Simmer has picked up an injury in that last game, so we switched him out and Rolon is in. I'll run through the team anyway. Rajkovic at goal, Inigo at right back, Elder at left back, Sampao and Keane in the middle, Sanchez and Rolon in central midfield, Kiko on the right, Miller on the left, Juan P in number 10. Actually, Juan P is a change because Barre started the last game, and Piatek up top. In between, we played that game against the Russian side Akhmat. We won 5-1. This was the side that we sold Wilfred Boney to, or well, he moved to after us. I searched for him, but he's actually retired now, so unfortunately we didn't get to play against him. But a good 5-1 win. We've played the entire second half with about 5 16-year-olds, and one of them, Hontoria, the attacking midfielder, even grabbed a goal assisted by one of the others as well. But the keeper, Olmedo, Montagut, Hontoria, Emilio Cayon as well, all played the second half and played really, really well. But here we are then. Europe, back to business, back to competitive business. A place in the next round awaits against Utrecht, and I'm 99% sure we will get there. So here we are then. The games begin, and we start immediately. Maybe a highlight from the off. Sanchez making his way forward. That's a Piatek. Sanchez. No, good tackle on the edge, and I think it will come to nothingness, and it does. I forgot to say about transfer business as well. We've let one go. That regen we got through last season, the one that looked decent, Paulinho Saez or whatever, he's actually gone and he's joined Athletic Bilbao, because I remember we agreed to sign Hontoria, who's attacking midfielder, and then Saez came through regen day. But we've stuck some clauses in there, percentage of profit from next sale and a buyback clause and everything. So if he does turn good, then the likeliness is we can pick him back up, as Kiko makes it 1-0 with a pretty tame header. It finds its way in nonetheless. Elder again with an assist. But a good ball out from Juan P. Sees Elder's got a lot of space. He hugs the touchline. Great deep cross. Kiko meets it. I think maybe it wasn't a great header, but the keeper's momentum, he was going one way, had to dive the other, is probably what caught him out. And we make it 6-0 on aggregate inside the opening 10 minutes. But yeah, with Saiz, stuck all the clauses in on him, so if he does turn good, then we can pick him back up. Sanchez makes it 2-0. One of his trademark goals from outside the area. 13 minutes gone, 7-0 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. As we watch it again from the throw-in, Roland sees, or tries to get a ball in actually. Again, the clearance is poor. Sanchez does what he always does. Works himself a space, gets a shot away. Papadopoulos can't quite keep it out. 2-0 it is. Yeah, as I was trying to say, we can get size back if we want to, basically. And on the keeper front, I've stuck in a loan bid for a keeper from Chelsea. As Cruz come forward with a shot, but puts it wide. Now, he's an English goalkeeper, 19 years old. He actually broke into the England squad just before the World Cup as I got sacked. So he's got huge potential. As Juan P hits the post, Müller follows it up. Lovely play from him. He makes it 3-0. This keeper broke into the squad, so he's got plenty of potential. And I think under Rajkovic, he could really do something. He'll do a solid job for us. And I just think it's a cheap option as well. They only want us to pay like $8,000 in wages. So one that I think will be good backup because that's all we need. And fairly cheap. So pretty happy to do that deal. But as we saw there, Alex Müller made it 3-0. Juan P's free kick, a really good effort to be fair, hit the post from quite a way out. The defender stood still. Müller was there, alive to it, put it in the back of the net, and it's 8-0 on aggregate. And we win the ball back again and come forward. Piatek back to Juan P. Now Sanchez. Juan P goes for it. Bounces just in front of the keeper and makes it awkward. And the keeper, Papadopoulos, is able to turn it round the post. But Juan P with the corner. And he's toward Piatek. He brings it down. But it's crowded out. And I think that will be the end of the highlight. Kiko potentially not keen. Juan P tries to bend one. But never really looking dangerous. And that definitely will be the end of that highlight as we come up to half time. Another dominant performance as we lead into half time, leading by 8-0 overall. I can't remember ever having a more convincing scoreline on this game, but not a single shot on target from the Greek side in that first half. Very pleased with how the performance is going, lads. Keep it up by all means. So Utrecht then will wait for us in the next round. Like I said, tough game, but over 2 legs, I do fancy us. We've beaten some bit better teams than them, so I'm certainly confident that we can get through. Chance, 15 minutes to go. It's been a fairly quiet second half. We've made a couple of subs. Barre on the edge, tries to bend one, literally whiskers past the post. Yeah, we brought on Barre and Hontoria. Barre sitting that little bit deeper. I think we will make just one more change in this match. Who's tired? Callum Elder is struggling. Don't have a left back on the bench. Oh, cracking. And Ego can play over there. That season end, we'll bring on Robles to play these last 10 minutes. But it looks like it's going to be it, barring any late goals. All the business done early in this one. But a convincing away win. Kiko to whip one in. Just a few seconds left. The keeper claims it authoritatively, should I say. I noticed just over 2,000 attendance for this game. It is a bit odd how Panathinaikos are in this competition anyway. They're a second division side in Greece. I did have a look and I thought it might be like a name patch thing that maybe FM didn't have the license, but no, Panathinaikos, Olympiakos and stuff, they're all in there, and the divisions were definitely different. So maybe they won the domestic cup, which in itself, to be fair, is a fantastic achievement if they are a second division side. But that is going to bring this episode to an end, guys. So the Utrecht games have been announced. I think we may as well just continue with our European campaign, and the game's not too far away, so the Utrecht games will be the next episode. Hope looking forward to it. I am too. Again, sorry I have been away, but finally been able to get back into the swing of things, and hopefully for the rest of the summer it should be, fingers crossed, fairly regularly coming to you guys. But as always, guys, if you have enjoyed it, please like this for me, subscribe to the channel for more, and as always, a link to the FM Creators Discord will be in the description. Coming in and join us as well. Come and join in our sister Discord as well, Gaming Creators. That one really busy at the moment, really popping. So yeah, hopefully guys will enjoy it, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Cheers.